Through our work with Sir Paul Jenkins, who was the most senior legal advisor to the UK government and Prime Ministers Blair, Brown, and Cameron, and through the work of our Brexit task force, we are committed to ensuring that our clients have access to the best possible guidance to help them navigate the impact of the Brexit decision. I'm joined now by Sir Paul to share some insights. Paul, thank you for joining us. Big question. What are the implications for global businesses of Britain's decision to leave the EU?
Uncertainty, uncertainty, uncertainty. We're going to have 2 years during the Article 50 process when we really have no idea what deal is going to emerge. I think we'll then have another period of 2 to 5 years when we're in transitional state, when people will know what's going to emerge, and that will be the critical period for business. And then within 10 years, Britain may be in steady state again.
Uncertainty can breed opportunity. Do you think there are opportunities for business as a result of the uncertainty that you say we're going to have for at least 2 to 5 years?
Yeah, obviously there are opportunities. I mean, at the moment the pound isn't doing terribly well, so that's an easy, quick win for some businesses. Businesses that have quite an appetite for risk might judge that we might be heading toward, as we leave, to a lighter touch regulatory system in this environment, a lower tax environment. I think that's less likely, but one opportunity, if we get that, if that's the sort of arrangement we have, would be there, obviously.
As you know, Morrison Foerster represented Softbank in the largest ever acquisition that it's made, at over $30 billion of a UK-based company, ARM. Do you think that's the first of many such acquisitions?
Probably not. I think there are unique circumstances about Softbank's acquisition of ARM, which made it particularly attractive and to some extent Brexit resilient. I think the medium-term uncertainty that will hang over British position in the world will have a dampening effect on further acquisitions like that.
Some assert that the government should protect Britain from international buyers coming in and scooping up crown jewel companies at bargain basement prices. Will the government do anything to stop international buyers from acquiring UK companies?
I don't think they'll be able to. They'd like to. We may hear quite a lot of rhetoric about that, but actually, first of all, until we've left the European Union, which will be at least 2 years, it's really difficult to do that. Thereafter, it sends such bad messages for the long-term business position of the United Kingdom that I think they'll be very wary of that sort of behaviour.
For those executives, directors, and senior legal advisors at global companies who are focused on preparing for Brexit, what do you recommend?
If I was general counsel or an executive, I would at the moment be doing a pretty sort of fundamental risk analysis operation. I would be looking at the way that European law impacts on my business. 40% roughly of UK laws are from Europe, in data protection, in regulation, in tax, in state aids, in competition. How far do all those areas impact on your business? And then look at the various possibilities, from very, very light touch. If we walk away completely, we might see a much lighter touch regulation, through to us staying where we are at the moment and a tougher thing. And then you have to take the risk analysis and match it and see how it fits with your risk appetite.
Some businesses feel that they can't wait, whether it's 2 years, 5 years, to achieve the certainty they need to develop and execute on strategies. What's your advice to them?
Let me take an example of a financial services company based in London because it gets passporting arrangements to operate throughout the whole of the European Union. They won't know for 2-3 years whether they will keep that passporting. Right. If it takes them a year to relocate, they can't risk having a year when they've lost their passporting rights and they haven't relocated, so they would almost inevitably have to relocate before they knew the outcome of the negotiations.
Britain is building a Brexit Department, which is doubling in size every few months, and it will be playing a game of chess against 27 other countries in working out the Brexit deal? Are the people leading the Brexit efforts in the UK government up to the task?
Leaving the European Union is, in my view, the largest, biggest peacetime project the British government has ever faced in history. But I was for many years a proud British civil servant, and I have huge faith in the ability of the British civil service to be able to negotiate a reasonable deal with the European Union and put in place the legal infrastructure to deliver that deal.
Thank you very much for joining us, Paul. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Paul.